I'm Tom.
And I'm Molly.
Welcome to Forensic Gameology, hosted by ForensicGameology.com.
Reviews for science.
In 7 minutes or less.
Super Fantasy Rumble is a skirmish game. It's set up for 2.
Right.
Where you each have 6 characters, and with more players, you have a different number of characters. And you're just trying to kill everyone. And so this is the setup, and your characters are here, and you have them here to know that you've taken actions and for their health points. You move them around, you attack, you roll dice, you kill other people, you get killed. That's the game. Simplicity versus complexity.
You're just trying to wipe everyone off the board, and as you do, the board will get smaller. Once you get down to 6 people collectively, the board comes down to just these 3x3 instead of 4x4. So it's just a really bash 'em up type game. Not too complex. The rule book is really thin. The text is pretty much on the cards. That's where the rules are changed. I think that pretty much anyone could pick this up, read through the rule book pretty quickly, and play it.
Yeah, this is going to be a simple game. You can do an action with every one of your characters if you can, and it's generally attack or move or something. You have these 3 action cards, which are your movement cards. You can use them once on your turn, and that's it. And it is text heavy, so that is going to be a part of the complexity, right? There's going to be a lot of text. It's not hard to understand. It has keywords, but all of them are explained, so you don't really need to know the keywords because it's blind. There's a +2 on attack, so it just explains everything that it is. So no memorization of symbols or anything to that extent. So yeah, pretty simple. Luck versus strategy.
I think that this game has a lot of strategy when you play it, but a lot of luck in getting your characters. I mean, I suppose you could pick, but we dealt randomly, and that's how we do. And these characters are not equal. Like, I've got this zombie warrior. If he dies, I can roll 2 dice, and if I get above a 5, which I did, it says if attacking enemy kills this fighter, deal 1 damage to enemy. That's not great, but whatevs. It's okay, right? No, because Molly's got this samurai who, it doesn't matter if she dies. It's if she's attacked, she rolls. If she gets above a 5, deal 1 damage to any enemy attacking this fighter. Wow, undefendable. Wow, and so they're not created equally, and you can get a lot of subpar fighters, and then you're like, oh, that's the game. So when you play, it's strategic. You're trying to move into position because you can only attack in the direction you've got these arrows, and you can only defend in the direction you've got those arrows. And so if I can try to get out away from Molly, if I can try to get in there and try to make it so I can kill out one of her guys quickly so that she can't use it on the next turn. There's strategy in this game, but there's some luck too.
Yeah, I would say there's quite a bit of luck, and for all the reasons Tom said, the strategy is difficult, challenging for me to know how do I maneuver everyone so that they can attack. Right? My goal is to attack with every single person. I've gone plenty of turns where I can't attack with a few people, and I think, oh, that's wasted actions. I can't maneuver them. I only have these 3 things to move, and they do different things. I could switch places of 2 of my characters. I could slide a whole row or column, or I can dash, which means move one space with one of my characters. And so it's strategic, and it's abstract in that way because of these arrows and stuff. So I think maybe we should have said it's a little abstract as well. And I move it here, I can attack here, I'll be defended here. So there is some strategy in that maneuvering, which is fun. And who do you put where? How do you maneuver your defensive versus your offensive guys? But fun versus boring. This game is a little bit limiting to me. I can't do as much as I would like. I can't move exactly where I want and attack where I want. I can't, these things. So it's limiting to me. But if you like that, if you like it to be more of a puzzle-based, how do I get my guys in the right spot and attack, then this is going to be your game. It's not my favorite game because of that aspect.
So you know what? I'm going to say the good point first. There are so many characters you can play as, and they're like pretty cool. You've got the self-destruct Robo, and you've got the zombie, what is he called? Zombie warrior. I've got the shotgun warrior, shotgun soldier, and then Jesse Jet is like a named character. The named characters are the leaders, of which there are a ton of those too, not as many. And then you've got the other generic ones, and that's really cool. It's like a really cool theme. But I disagree with Molly so much, but it makes my disagreement kind of agree. What? I disagree about being able to move and how limiting that is. That's what makes it a little not as fun to me because to me, you can't strategically get away. There, any way you go, anywhere you go to try to pin it so that your weak side is against the wall and they can't attack you or something, they can move you with their slide. They can move anything they want. And so there's nothing you can do to get away. Once you're down and you have less people, it's clobbering time because they will be able to move in. There's any astute opponent, and Molly was an astute opponent, despite saying it's limiting. She won. She was looking around. She was doing, gotcha. You're stuck. And anytime I tried to move away, it didn't work because they can move your pieces. Not all of your pieces, depending on where they are on the board, because it only slides one row or column, but enough that you cannot get away, which makes it just, I feel like once somebody gets the advantage, and this is going to happen by die roll, someone's going to kill one of your people, and then if you don't kill back, you're going to be down by one. Game over. So that's where I was a little disappointed. What would you give it on the Board Game Geek rating system?
5.
I'd say 5. If you want to play, I'll play it with you, but it's a real take it or leave it for me.
Yeah. Every time we get to multiples of 500 subscribers, we give away a free glitter painting of your favorite geeky thing. So make sure to subscribe now on YouTube.
It could be you that wins.
Super Fantasy Rumble. We've presented the evidence.
You be the judge.